Alright, see? Upgrading him. This is like the offline that you upgrade. Machine spot. Reasons to make it cooler. Hey, twerk. Box out. Yes, start. We're getting a 99 jump Morant, you know what I mean? Is there anything I mean? I haven't played this in so long. Please come back on this.
Show my teeth, and I hope you know that look in my eye. Hey, I got lightning speed. I won't hesitate to rescue what is mine. Well, hold up, baby, what's going on? Tell the truth, I want to know what you're doing when you go. Some say you ain't alone. You say, baby, keep holding on. What you mean, I've been holding on? I ain't never felt this before. Some say it's time to go. Because it's the middle of the night. That don't mean I won't hunt you down. 'Cause something deep inside is pulling me, and I want you now. You and I should be getting it right. Ain't no sense in
Yeah.
if I can't have you, nobody can. There's an animal speaking that'll hunt you down. So baby, my love is calling. Hey baby, my love is calling. Hey baby, my love is calling.
Well, you got a voicemail here from 1-800-349-7501. But that was like the newer add-on for the phone, so I wouldn't be able to send that to you.
Cause I'm a hunter.
Just keep the phone.
Cupid, thank you for what you did, but you can't aim and get what I get. I'm a hunter. Well, hold up, baby, what's going on? Tell the truth, I want to know what you're doing when you go. Some say you ain't alone. You say, baby, keep holding on. What you mean, I've been holding on? I ain't never felt this before. Some say it's time to go. Because it's the middle of the night. That don't mean I won't hunt you down. 'Cause something deep inside is pulling me, and I want you now. You and I should be getting it right. Ain't no
Alright,
sense in you
we're almost done. See?
I can't have you, nobody
Almost
can.
there.
There's an animal speaking that'll hunt you down. So baby, my love is
I'm done.
calling.
I need a signature, okay. We're gonna do quick shooting form. We're gonna do Steph Curry. No, Kobe, okay? Look, here's how good this one shot is. We're gonna put on Stephen Curry for all of them. We're making Curry. We're making Stephen Curry, okay? We're gonna use fadeaway. 7 big free throw. You guys know which one I'm gonna go with. Ray. Ooh, should I use Ray Allen? Shot? Yeah, Ray Allen? It won't work. Alright, let's try Ray Allen. Alright, here's Ray Allen. Fight 7 big. Ray Allen free throws. Dribble pull up. Elite 5. Spin jumper. Dirk Nowitzki. Big 2. Ooh, that's big. Fade 7. Go 4. Post hop 4. Chili hook 1. Tech jumper 3. No, wait, what's 2? Alright, there. Should we shot 3? Yo, default poster, upright. Your ISO crossover would be crossover 6 behind the back. ISO spin 8 ISO hesitation, size up, boom, guards, swing big, Carmelo, jelly layout, there's a jelly layout, get to it, go to dunk basket, you do athletics, first let's do this, let's go all the way to athletic windmills and play athlete. We also will first dunk, we're gonna give Sprite. We're gonna use Sprite, elevation, right unstoppable, right showtime, and Sprite high intensity, and then get Detroit Jordan, then get athletic 360, and then we get athletic windmills, and then this is where we get windmills based on rear, front windmills off one, fast scratchers, let's get a tomahawk. Uber, I like tomahawk off one, this pump, side on tomahawk, Uber, I like. Doing athletics. I like front or I like side. I like side and I like pregame one. We're gonna do one in here, and then this would be a tip off. LeBron James color. And then the tip off two will be back to swing my crowd. Badges. The badges are an important thing. We want alpha dog, road dogs, alpha dog, spark plug, swagger, mind game, enforcer, mentor, hardened, preserved, very friendly, slowly go all sound great, legendary, drag, assisted. But max is on gold. On feed, so everything goes on gold. Okay? Just keep going like this. And then here is your Jaw Morant build. With all badges and everything. And dunk packages. Alright, see complete. Ja Morant now. Create roster. Alright. Go. Mike Conley is starting point guard, but he got traded to the Jazz. Grizzlies. Alright, peace, Mike Conley. We're gonna release him with free agency. Get John Morant on the Grizzlies. Assign him as a starter. And then look at his minutes. Okay. Save. You guys ready? Use them. Damn. What the? Here's mine. Here's my player. Here's mine. Alright. Let's go. Grizzlies advance. Gameplay. Refall. Rookie. 6 minutes. That's off. That's off. That should just be off and shot when you're on. These are sliders. Everything but the saw. Timeout. Manual. Slaughter. Point. And we have all of that food. Go put in. Alright, we're playing Minnesota. You ready? Stay with us. He looks like John Morant. Look at that. You're right.
And now, the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin.
Alex,
Tonight,
for
it'll be
three.
the Memphis Grizzlies up against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Rebound, but
Well, for
Mama,
Minnesota, game one of their season
you know
on
what
the
they
road,
did
it
last
probably
2
doesn't
days
change their
ago for
approach or their
we
goal
were
of getting
home.
that first win right away,
show you.
but it does make things a little more difficult. Dave Yeager's been behind the Memphis bench a couple of years now.
Your
I
phone.
really like this guy, Ernie. He's my type of guy. He's an analytical guy. He's not afraid to use hard
Look what they
data
did.
to design a scheme.
So you know
He
the
also
game
plays to
Steph
his
Curry
strength.
made
He
that
knows how to
deep
get the
three
most
against
out of his
OKC?
players. I love this guy.
And he's one of those guys, if you say, hey, how do you spell your last name? He does not say, just like it sounds.
I don't know how to spell it.
Look what
Starts
they
with a
did.
J, of course. Dave Yeager. Joerger.
Well, that would be incorrect now, wouldn't it?
No, that is the way he spells it. But
Well, he's doing it wrong. Two wrongs don't make a right, Ernie.
let's go to
Says
Kevin,
we are
Harlan.
I'm gonna show you when Alright, look. Oh my.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starters. Number 21, Tayshaun Prince.
What do you say? You can't watch this.
Number 9, Tony Allen.
You know that.
Number 50, Zach Randolph.
But remember the specific part. So the big thing of the beginning of it.
Number 33,
The live stream.
starting at point. At 6'3" inches, number 12,
God, Greg, he got ejected last game, and Tim Duncan had to carry the team to a win. Because the assistant coach.
your head coach is David Yeager.
This battle between worthy opponents is drawing near its end. Will the decision come tonight?
He's making me watch something I've already seen.
No, but look at the beginning. They never put this on. This is rare. It's the only way this happen.
The Spurs and Heat are back in Miami. They've alternated wins for 5 straight games, providing us with a series of extreme twists and turns. LeBron James and the Heat will face elimination. Can he lift his team once again and force a Game 7? Tony Parker and the Spurs can taste
Oh,
my God.
gosh, you got the retired jersey of Spurs.
The building is packed and we are ready to go. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Game 6, along with Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Freeman, and Doris Burke.
Mikey, bro, man.
Watching it,
They're in a
please.
scenario they've already been once in these playoffs against Indiana, twice last year against Boston.
Oh, fuck Boston. Go die in a well, Boston.
LeBron James was an unstoppable force in leading into the win.
LeBron
He has not been
James.
dominant so far in this series. What type of game does he need to have for Miami tonight?
Well, by his standards, he's been rather inefficient so far offensively. But I think it starts with setting a defensive tone, particularly in transition. Don't give up any fast break buckets. Get in the stance, guard your man, and then as we've seen, he's come through big time when it comes to the numbers that he's produced.
He actually does good in like clutch games.
Tonight against the desperate Heat
Look,
team.
they already gained time.
Lead a performance similar to Game 5 when, according to lineup, we crowned it.
All right, here we go.
They split the first 2 games of these finals here at the American Airlines Arena. Spurs in that last second victory.
Remember, I haven't watched it.
The Heat a blowout in Game 2. Bosh connects.
Who just scored?
All the first quarters have been relatively close until the last game. The Spurs came out
Timothy Duncan. Okay,
sitting off the glass.
can you watch it? I haven't watched it before with you. Let me watch it. This is a full game.
I'm not watching a full game. Are you kidding me?
No, don't watch the full game.
Go watch it in the room and then just, if my phone rings for work,
Look,
give it to me.
wait. They're gonna
Beautiful.
score. They're gonna score this way. I can tell. Oh wait.
So mightily in the playoffs up to that point. Shot clock winding. First three-pointer misses.
The next play.
And the Spurs have been excellent on the road in the postseason.
Do you do that to your dad's phone?
I don't even use it. I barely use his phone. Because remember when I broke it? Look, like they score now.
Nothing irritates me more than I tell somebody I don't
Mike Miller! 3!
Come here.
No!
If my phone rings for work, you better give it to me.
Hmm. You know what? Just take it. If you're gonna be that rude, just
I'm
take it.
not being rude. It's my work phone. You can use it. Just make sure I can give it to me when someone calls.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the
Right.
NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season.
Right.
Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Rubio and Martin manning
little
the back.
pass.
Young out there with Wiggins. And
Morant.
it's Pekovic in at the 5. Pekovic
Morant!
with the rebound.
Nikola Pekovic, prior to last season, signed a
Go!
good aggressive finish on the break. That's as easy a 2 points as you could ask for.
Z covered by Rubio. Allen outside. Pass to Z.
Pass spin going.
That's
Ja!
He had his
Morant!
finishing moves there, and you just gotta love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Martin goes in. Sweet little floater.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
We'll go to Doris Burke, who moments ago spoke with head coach Flip Saunders. And Doris, what do you have to say?
On his mind, the
Ja,
difficult task
Morant.
of defending Zach Randolph. He said Randolph's especially tough because he's not only a go-to
Oh,
scorer on the
Rubio.
low block in the pinch post,
Rubio
but
to Kenny
also
and
a guy
Martin.
who can pick up a
Martin
lot
being
of
double. Back to
second chance
Rubio.
points with his work on the glass.
To Bargnani.
He's a 20 and
Bargnani.
10 double-double
Oh,
guy
Pekovic,
for
I
a
know.
reason. we'll have our hands full trying to slow him down. Guys, back to you.
And thank you for that, Doris. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Following the basket by Nikola Pekovic. Z, covered by Rubio.
Say good.
6 points for Z.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
The Timberwolves have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Stolen. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break.
Yeah.
And he makes no mistake
All
on
right.
the slam dunk. Wow, we're going to
Right,
remember that
go.
one for a while.
Boom.
That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
Here's Rubio. The Grizzlies making the shot. Outside, Martin. Pekovic with a screen.
Martin going to Wiggins.
Kicks
To
to
Young.
And that
And
one goes
one.
in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game here.
Well, pretty good
Going
numbers for
behind
this
the
club
back.
a year ago, Kevin.
Smash back.
78%
Being
as a
doubled.
team from the free throw line.
What was
Kevin,
that?
I'd love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Timberwolves have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
There were a lot of hopeful Minnesota fans thinking they had a chance at
Allen
the
with the
playoffs last
steal.
year early, but injuries and slumps derailed their season.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Some good numbers here for Z. He's already up to 8 points. And a couple of nice steals, too.
Well, it doesn't seem that long ago, but it's been a decade, Clark, a decade since the Wolves were in
The rookie,
playoff
John
situation.
Morant, the rookie.
Moving on, you know
The
that,
rookie.
Kevin. It races by. Hard to believe they were a postseason lock for much of the late 90s and early 2000s.
There's a guy named
He's
Kevin
the rookie of the
Garnett
year.
that was there. Help that cause.
Yes, sir.
Now here is Martin. Pekovic dishes to Young. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock to the wing right side.
Rubio can shoot.
They get the rebound. And it's Pekovic missing.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
From deep
Shot.
three-point range.
Shot.
the long
Morant.
distance three is in. And that's 13 points for Z.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Rubio kicks
Rubio
to
to
Martin.
Martin.
Into Pekovic.
Oh, stolen.
Gasol with the steal. The feed to Allen. Here's Z. A second chance effort. And
Yes,
there's
sir,
the
Mark.
nice layup by Gasol. Gasol's got his first bucket of the night. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Rubio.
They've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their
Good
ability to
screen by
convert
Wiggins.
and score
Wiggins
off
shoot.
turnovers.
Another miss by Minnesota.
Oh,
I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Young with no one around.
Bye.
Good on the three-point shot. Young's got his second bucket tonight.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter. Well, Nikola Pekovic, a battering ram
that?
style of play, but really soft hands for a big guy. I think that makes that
Pass it.
combination makes him one of the most
Pass it
effective
out to Allen.
inside scorers in the league.
Rubio comes with the double team. Z the pass to Allen. That is
No.
Young grabs the miss.
Well, he's wide open there, but really struggles from that range. Maybe there's a reason he's open.
Martin dishes to Wiggins.
Rubio.
And it's
guarded by
Rubio penetrating.
Randolph.
Misses off the right iron. You know, Stephen, for Pekovic, he's not the NBA leader in points in the paint every season. He's not far off. A great post-up score. Something you see less and less of nowadays.
Trade.
And even
Trade
off the
for
ball,
three.
great offensive rebounder and
Misses.
finisher. He punishes you on the
Oh,
inside.
God.
Here's Martin. And
Oh!
knocks it down.
Kenyon Martin.
Regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
And so here's Memphis. Here's Z. Shot is
Oh,
blocked.
block.
Here's Rubio. Not a lot of room.
Rubio.
And that misses. That would have put him up. For Memphis, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting.
He's
Here's
open.
Z.
Shoot.
6
See?
three-pointers.
John Morant.
She's got 16 points.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Rubio driving to Young
Beyond the
for
arc.
3.
And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Gasol's got 4 rebounds in this game.
She doubled me. I got the saw. Hey!
That's strong with one hand and flushes it down. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the
Wow.
rim action.
Oh, we got it.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Grizzlies.
We're good. Let's go. Come on.
It's a Halloween broadcast of the NBA. LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers take on Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls.
Ooh, good matchup.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
And I thought the key to that first quarter, guys, was the turnovers they faced with that aggressive defense.
Williams.
Well, the defense, as you said,
Stolen
Steve,
by
has been
Morant.
really aggressive, and it's paid off for them a few times already.
Hold up.
All
Pass.
pulled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Young out there, Pekovic. Then there's J.J. Barea. Then it's Corey Brewer. And it's Williams at the 1 spot. When you get a team that can play defense like the Grizz and put them in front of a friendly crowd,
We got him.
They really do tend to feed
Got
off of each other, the
him.
team and this crowd.
We got him. Look at
so
this.
tough at home for so long.
Ooh.
Yeah, what a hustle play right there.
Gets him with
fellas.
the hezzy.
energy, the passion.
Goes. Breaks
Love the
him.
way he plays.
Morant shoots. Oh, breaks.
Timberwolves trail by 7.
Williams is not happy
Dishes it
about
to
that play.
Young up
Pekovic
top.
actually almost lost it to Williams.
Now here's Williams. He's tightly
To
guarded.
Varia. JJ Varia.
And Young kicks to Pekovic.
Pekovic out of bounds. Terrible
Minnesota
ball.
takes possession.
Now, severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea he was near the out-of-bounds line.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Zhang's checked in.
And for the Grizzlies last year, very tough at home because of that defense. 27 wins here.
Young passes to Dang. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Young's shot is off.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
And the Grizzlies might not be the best team in the West, but they are the team that nobody wants to play because of how good their defense is and how well they play in this building.
Z the pass to Allen. There's the lob to the hoop. Tipped away. That's good. And now a 9-point Grizzly lead.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
Yeah.
Daddy's gonna call my work phone.
Okay, hold on. I go poop.
Take the phone.
I have to go poop.
Okay. Grab my work phone and call your daddy. Love you.
You too. On stream, I'll be right back. Alright, stream, I'm back. Let's do this. Oh god.
Williams kicks to Barea. There's a screen. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Zach Randolph.
J.J. Barea, quick scoring guard, great attacking off of pick and rolls. And for his size, I'll tell you what, he has an impressive ability to finish around the rim.
And for Barea, at just 6 feet, a scrappy defender, Clark. He plays in close, and he's a master of drawing charges.
Yeah, you know, the league actually cracked down on him a little bit. One of the players singled out for flopping, and that's mitigated one of his best defensive weapons.
Back to Allen, pass to Randolph. Memphis moving it around. That was good. Z's got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Poked away. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Williams attacking. Tries again, and dang, gets it to go.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
Memphis leading by 7. Z, he's guarded by Williams. Z, the pass to Allen. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Z's got the lead back up to 9 now for Memphis.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Barea dishes to Williams. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Z. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Boy, he's draining shots from long range. 2 in each of the first 2 quarters.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Here is Barea. Screen by Young. On the wing, Williams. He dishes it to Barea. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Damn. Alright. So I was thinking maybe.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8.
Wait, what time is it? 10. Alright.
Credit to the Grizzlies for being right in the play last season. Certainly, nobody wanted to see them in the first round.
And that
yeah.
was good. That's 28 points for Z.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
That's it.
Boy, you said it, the Grizzlies were the team that nobody wanted to see in the first round, and they showed why with a great series against the Thunder.
Well, they took the Thunder to 7 games. They actually had a 3-2 advantage in that series, but couldn't pull it off. Still a great showing for the Grizzlies as that 7 seed.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, Memphis coach Dave Yeager made moves for years coaching in the minor leagues. But he did more than coach. He was the GM, ticket vendor, business manager, and a halftime act. He said he loved the passion and spirit of that work, but there were also tough times. Guys, those struggles helped prepare him for where he is today.
A long road, but easy now. Thanks, Doris.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
Timberwolves trail by 10. 54 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Feeds to Brewer. Back to Williams. No luck. Some solid defense from Gasol. Memphis has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. They get it back. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
That sort of epitomized this game, guys. One team going all out, getting rebounds and putbacks, and the other team just dragging.
Williams kicks to Young. Back to Williams. Baseline jumper. And Gasol sends it back. And the pass to Z. Kicks to Gasol. pass to Prince. Here's Z. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
That is not an easy shot right there. He had to get it off over a taller defender.
What
No
a
good
way.
rainbow three, but like you said,
Oh, we played two. It's
And so
over.
that brings the first half to a close.
Oh God, Mike Conley got with the Nuggets. If I'm guarding him, they'll be like, "Can you take me?" I'll be like, "Yeah." Yeah, I'll just ice him, free. 'Cause remember,
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. What a game we're seeing from Z.
Well, the threes have been falling for him at a ridiculous rate. That first half was just amazing.
and when that's
Josh,
Just
Josh,
floating to
he's
the
gonna go
rim on
close.
that slam.
Taco!
he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the
Rubio.
hang time? That's impressive.
And it's Rubio
Going.
penetrating.
Floater.
Shots
Go.
good. Rubio's got his first basket of the night. Memphis leading by 15.
Well, for Ricky Rubio, it seems there's been a little disappointment in his development as a shooter, but still room for hope and optimism. The Timberwolves were much better with him on the floor. His overall impact on the game still undervalued, but clearly impactful.
The Timberwolves shooting well, 50% from the floor. Here's the teardrop. Young with the ball. Gasol covering. The drive by Rubio. Here's Pekovic. Missed inside. Memphis has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Poked loose. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Andrew Wiggins, blessed with great athletic bloodlines. You know, his father was a former NBA player, and his mom was an Olympic sprinter, so he did no mistake. Great genes there.
At his size 6'8" with a 7-foot arm.
Hey, yes sir.
Has a chance to really
Great bounce, tremendous bounce ability, over a 40-inch vertical jump, and he's got a quick second and third jump as well, Kevin, which sometimes is overlooked, but it makes a big difference in the game of basketball.
Scouts don't overlook that, though.
No, they're always on top of it.
They
Yeah.
sure are. Minnesota calls timeout. They set the pick. Kevin Martin on the wing. Defended by Allen. And Young kicks to Wiggins. Up and in on the layup.
Very high-quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
I'm quiet.
Memphis leading by 15. Z covered by Rubio. Lets the three fly. And he gets it to go. 38 points for Z.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
5.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
I'm a rookie, okay? Here it is. Oh, Rubio.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And it's Rubio penetrating.
Rubio to Pekovic, Martin.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins.
Wiggins.
Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Wiggins has got his 3rd basket of the night. Z covered by Rubio. Here's Z. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Those are starting to add up. In their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeout.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Z. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And Pekovic kicks to Martin. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Memphis leading by 19. Prince the pass to Z. It's stolen by Martin. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Gentlemen, as you know, Andrew Wiggins was taken as the first overall pick of a talented 2014 class, but should have no problem with the pressure. He's been hyped as the next big thing for quite some time. He said, I think playing at Kansas really prepares you for this. You're basically treated like a rock star wherever you go. I think that really translates to the NBA. Gentlemen?
Unlimited potential, Doris. Thank you very much. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the third quarter.
Minnesota is in a bit of a difficult spot with their road games. They always have to travel a great distance to get to opposing sites because they're in the Western Conference, and that can take a toll over the course of the season.
Easy call there. No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am. I guess you could say those lengthy travel distances for Minnesota took their toll last year because the Timberwolves managed only 16 road wins a season ago.
From deep, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow. Z's got 44.
This is unbelievable. What a shooting exhibition they're seeing out there today.
Timberwolves trail by 18. And Rubio kicks to Martin. He feeds it to Pekovic. The try by Rubio. Young with no one around. They get it back. Pekovic tries yet again. Can't capitalize inside.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit too.
Guys, Minnesota was close to a 500 team last year at 40 and 42. But as you said, struggling on the road kept them, Steve, out the playoffs.
Well, to make the playoffs in the West, I think you have to go at least 500 on the road. And getting road wins is where Minnesota will have to improve to get back to the postseason.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Jang, he's checked in for Young. Brewer comes in for Wiggins. Levine's checked in for Kevin Martin. And it's Williams in for Ricky Rubio. Minnesota calls timeout. The Grizzlies, grit and grind, known for being old school, post you up and lock you down type of basketball team.
Yeah, and that front court rotation, boy, the envy of the league, in my opinion. It's a big part of what makes this team really go.
Pekovic dishes to Williams. Count it from 12. Williams has got 6.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Allen kicks to Gasol. Passes to Z. It's Allen on the wing. Memphis moving that ball around. 6 to shoot. Pass to Z. Fires from the wing. And he gets the bucket. Z's got 48.
But guys, for the Grizzlies, a new ownership group, and it seems maybe some tweaks to their identity. They've looked to spread the floor a bit more and pick up the tempo. But the results last season were pretty mixed.
Here's Williams. And foul fault as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And, you know, the Grizzlies last season, I thought they did pick up their pace slightly. But they were still a team at the bottom of the league in that regard in terms of fast break points and pace of play. It's really hard to get away from who you've been for so long. This is more of a half-court, grinded-out team.
And both free throws good for Williams.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, I think that's a great strategy. Not only do you get easy points, but the clock stops as well. Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Timberwolves trail by 18. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Levine passes to Brewer. The dish to Jang. He kicks it to Brewer. There's the pass to Levine. 6 to shoot. That's tipped.
Probably should hold for one shot here. Clock is on their side.
Yeah, no-brainer. They can hold it for the last shot. I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here.
16 seconds on the shot clock. 16. Coming on the floor for the Timberwolves, Thaddeus Young.
The feed to Williams. Gasol with the block. Here's Z. Shot is up.
Oh, I almost made it. Look how close he was to me. Morant for full court. Oh.
And as we conclude. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Oh, we might as well call it the State Farm play of the game. This was just a marvelous piece of coordination between two teammates, completely in sync on the alley-oop.
And the Grizzlies leading by 20. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Nikola Pekovic. Williams is out there with Levine. And it's Young. And it's Brewer in at the small forward. Now the Timberwolves with it. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Yeah, a lot of fans focused on that matchup for Detroit.
It's Young on the wing. Drills it from outside.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
The Grizzlies shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. And the basket good. Z's got 52 points.
Part of this interior collapse we've seen defensively is the reason they've struggled, and they're trailing by so much.
And Williams, here we go. Again, the miss by Williams.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Well, the score has a lot to do with that, Clark. Just based on that, you'd think the rebounding gap would be huge. Now, that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Minnesota making some changes. Wiggins is checked in for Brewer. Martin comes in for Levine, and Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Williams. The drive by Rubio. Here's Pekovic. Cannot hit. Some solid defense from Gasol. And that one's good.
It's a great play under the boards for him, and, you know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
Prince dishes to Gasol, and he gets it to go. Gasol's got 4 points in the quarter.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
And it's Pekovic missing.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Here's Z. Prince, the pass to Z. Rubio comes with the double team. Shot clock at 6. Pekovic with the screen for Rubio. Right wing. Here's Wiggins. And a miss there on the triple. Memphis leading by 23. Inside to Randall. Makes it off the glass.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Here's Z.
That was wicked!
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And Rubio kicks to Pekovic, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess. Huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow. He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one. Well, a new award in the NBA starting 2 seasons ago, the Twyman-Stokes Best Teammate. And the first honoree was Chauncey Billups.
Z, offensive rebound. Here's Gasol. Here's Z. The long distance three is there. Z's got 57 points.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number 1, they're ahead.
And the names of that award memorializes the incredible story of Jack Twyman and Maurice Stokes. Stokes, an NBA All-Star in each of his first 3 seasons, but in a game in 1958, he took a hard fall, hit his head, and thereafter became paralyzed.
One of the saddest and most moving stories in the history of sports. Stokes was waived by the team, and his family couldn't afford his gigantic medical bills, but his teammate, Jack Twyman, worked tirelessly on his behalf. A tremendous story of love, caring, and service in a tough situation.
And it's Rubio penetrating. That's good.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Z, the pass to Allen. Dishes it to Prince. Z, defended by Young. Rejected by Young. It's Martin on the wing. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
And we'll get a look at how the Hustle-Stat game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys. And all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Anthony Bennett's checked in for Young. Pottinger comes in for Kevin Martin. And Barea subbed in for Ricky Rubio.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Grizzlies.
And, Clark, we got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Well, basket after basket, they were in attack mode all game long.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win will give them a nice boost down the road when they face this club again in the 2nd and 3rd games of the season series.
Yeah, predictably, the stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Z. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything, really, to stop him.
And here again, the Grizzlies in transition. Up the court they go. That is good.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now, thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
Probably time to just say it, guys. This game is over.
I think you're right on target there.
Poked loose. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Really shaking. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And the fans loving what's transpired here tonight. A really good victory for these guys.
Sure was. I mean, they did just what they needed to do to keep the visitors from getting any momentum going at all.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Not much to be critical of it.
Mark, we've heard Coach emphasize playing strong here in Memphis every night you have in this building. How important is defending home court to the team's morale and focus?
We need a win. We need a win.
Kings have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. So on the floor for Memphis, Allen and Prince on the perimeter. Randolph and Kufis are inside. And it's Conley in at the point. Now here's Cousins. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Clippers.
And his rebounding in that game, Kevin, just tremendous. He owned the boards.
Well, for Memphis, their last game a loss to the Clippers.
Well, there was a lack of discipline on their part in that game, guys. They committed a lot of silly fouls, and it hurt them.
It sure did. I mean, they just didn't seem to figure out how to defend without fouling, Steve. That was just almost hard to comprehend.
And since the new ownership group took over, the Kings have been one of the most proactive teams in the league, looking for trades and trying to reshape the roster.
Well, they're looking to make moves to climb out of the cellar in the Western Conference. Highly motivated and really looking to shake things up. They traded for upside, acquiring Derek Williams and Rudy Gay, adding some athleticism and scoring ability in those two guys.
Randolph can't hit. Kings leading now by 4. Now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Dave Yig. Doris?
He said a big part of their focus defensively will be on trying to contain Rudy Gay, adding he presents some challenges because he can shoot over the top, and also he's a tremendous finisher inside. We've got to force him to that left hand, but I'm hoping we won't have to double too much because they have plenty of other guys who can knock him down. Kevin, the challenges are full.
Thanks again, Doris.
Well, you know, for teams in the NBA nowadays, it's all about getting bang for your buck. I mean, Mike Conley out of Ohio State, one of the great value contracts in the league, and with all the analytics and general managers looking for value, Memphis happy to have an all-star caliber player like him still locked up through 2016.
Allen, and he drops it in from the low post. Allen's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Here's Garcia. On the miss, not the best shot selection there. And you have to give Mike Conley, Steve, an awful lot of credit for the emergence of the Grizzlies, I think, is a factor in the Western Conference.
Kevin, I think he's one of the best point guards in the league. Probably doesn't get enough credit, but his progression as a player at both ends, year after year, he just seems to get better, and he provides that poise and leadership that his club needs.
For Memphis, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Pass to Randolph. Conley against Gay. Randolph kicks to Kufis. There's the feed to Conley. Pass to Randolph. They get a hand on it. And here's the break. Here's Cousins. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
And saved a likely dunk there.
Yeah, very smart foul under the circumstances. You can't allow him to just throw it down on you.
And the second free throw, good. Well, good teams tend to have a defined style of play. Steve, the Grizzlies had grit and grind, but it seems they're going away from it now.
Kind of a throwback style, Kevin, but it suited their personnel perfectly, particularly with Randolph and Gasol down low. The slower pace lent itself to better defense for them, and they really pounded you inside, that's for sure.
Now Garcia. Following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. Cousins trying to free himself up. Garcia can't get it to go. Memphis trailing here. Conley kicks to Allen. Passes it to Prince. Allen dishes to Prince. Back to Allen. And the rejection by Cousins. And oh, here we go. Gage got it. The fast break chance. Stolen by Conley. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Randolph, the big dunk at the end of the break.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, that's big. I mean, you negate a basket at one end, score at the other. Now is when the momentum can really shift.
Here's Garcia following the score by Memphis. And he gets the bucket.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
Conley kicks to Kufis. Back to Conley. Second shot opportunity. And the layup good by Randolph. Randolph's got his second basket of the game.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Well, so much great defense has come from the shooting guard position over the years. And here's a rundown of the players.
Well, the two-guard position is where we often find a team's best defender, and that's definitely the case with these guys. Every one of their teams leans on them heavily at the defensive end.
Sacramento with the ball. Garcia passes to Stauskas. Stauskas off the pick from Garcia. Nice job coming off that screen.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Prince with it. Averaging 10 points per contest. A fader. Randolph can't hit.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Carter's checked in, and he gets it to go. And that's now 6 points for Zach Randolph. Kings leading now by 3. And Garcia kicks to Gay to the left side wing. Outside, Garcia. Cousins with a screen for Garcia. Cousins dishes to Garcia. Just 5 to shoot. Get the shot. That's good from Gay on the assist from Garcia. And the Kings lead by 5.
He's so reliable. You know, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
Conley kicks to Randolph. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Gay in the corner, all alone. And that one's good. Gay's got 6.
Beautiful pick by the big man, Cousins.
So for Sacramento, their last game, a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles. Conley, the pass to Randolph. No good. Nice D from Cousins.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Here is Conley. After Rudy Gay's bucket, Conley gets the bucket.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Now, here is Garcia. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers. The drive by Gay. Clock at 6. Cousins with a screen on Conley. Garcia can't get it to go.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
Conley against Garcia. Again, Conley missing.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And Cousins kicks to Thompson. That's good.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Some changes for Sacramento. Kings leading now by 4. Garcia, he's in at the point. Gay and Landry are the forward pair. Terry is out there with Thompson. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Prince setting a pick for Lee. Prince kicks to Conley. Use that pick to get in close.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Stauskas is checked in for Jason Terry. Now here is Garcia. Points in the game, and the shot is good.
This is tough to stop if you're the defense. I mean, they've been absolutely on fire from behind that three-point line, and the way they space the floor, it's hard to get to those shooters.
Conley against Garcia. And Garcia with the block. And he recovers it. Nobody near Allen. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 5 assists in the game. The Kings leading. And here's Garcia. 18 points for him. That's good.
Third three in a row right there. Adjustment time for the defense, guys.
So for the Kings, they come in off the loss to the Clippers. Conley kicks to Prince. Back to Conley. He feeds it to Lee. Memphis moving it around. They get it again. And it's Kufus missing. Kings leading now by 8. Here's Gay. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And let's check out the story of the stats for Michael Conley. Over the last month, making major contributions. He's averaging 19 points per game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. Certainly not numbers he should be disappointed in, but we know what a high standard he holds himself to.
Well, quite honestly, I hope he's not disappointed. I mean, he's been giving them major contributions on a daily basis.
Nick Calathis, he's checked in for Courtney Lee. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Dishes to Allen. Back to Conley. Drops it in from 11 feet. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Yep, ball movement, player movement. They're generating a lot of easy opportunities for themselves down there. He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. The majority of his points have come on that shot. You know, the Grizzlies are the kind of team that perhaps fans around the league can overlook or undervalue or even forget about at times, but they're always going to be there because they're tough, they're physical, and they're talented.
Now let's send it to Doris on the sideline.
Guys, Kings head coach Mike Malone, a demanding, defensive-minded coach. Some might fear that he'd rub his team the wrong way, but star big man DeMarcus Cousins loves his approach, saying he's done an incredible job of keeping us together, keeping us motivated. I'm with Malone until the end. He has my back, and I've got his. Good working situation, guys.
It's all about getting that buy-in from your best players. Thanks, Doris. Guys, as you were talking about, Memphis not a big-budget franchise or one with a history that runs so deep that often fans overlook them.
That may be true, but it's given the Grizzlies a very underdog attitude that I think the franchise and the team and the fans have embraced.
Count that one. The Sacramento lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the budget.
Looking at the Kings over the last month, let's see how they stacked up in the league statistics.
Huh?
Tops in scoring, first in shooting percentage, and they're also #1 in three-point shooting. This is a team that loves to cast up shots from behind the arc.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. And this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
And here is Conley after the three-pointer from Garcia. And now in transition is Garcia. Here we go. And another three for Sacramento.
By the way this defense is playing out there, I mean, they might as well not be there. That's 5 straight wide-open threes.
Yeah, and that's way too many. I mean, typically teams will get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open threes, but they just haven't figured it out yet. The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit. This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Yeah, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Mike Malone as he addressed his team. He urged his guys to get after it on the offensive glass, to follow every single shot, extend possessions, and cash in on some second chance points. He also said something you don't hear too often from a coach. He told his guys they should have a shoot-first mindset instead of trying to be, quote, too cute with the ball. Maybe making those early adjustments would give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Here's Conley after Rudy Gay's bucket.
The Kings, one of the youngest teams in the league. They're trying to build through the draft, but with mixed results over the last couple of seasons. Marcus Cousins, the only player who's truly distinguished himself as a significant building block.
You know, last season, the Sacramento Kings crowd set a world record for the loudest roar at an indoor sports stadium. Talk about analytics being on display. Here's a case in point, folks. 126 decibels. Now, 127 is where you can cause permanent hearing loss. My hope and prayer is that the record stays at 126.
Here's Conley after Carl Landry's bucket. It's Allen with the drive. Conley kicks to Coathis. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the floater. Allen's shot is off.
And for these Sacramento fans, winning that noise record, a nice way to represent their passion and dedication. They fought to keep this team, and they deserve it.
That was a long shot in both senses of the word, Kevin. He needs to leave that shot alone, for real.
Conley against Garcia. Conley with a wide open look. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Conley's got 21 in the game. And for the Kings, playing in one of the oldest arenas in the NBA, big plans, Clark, for a new downtown arena.
And clearly a very ambitious ownership group, and they've said this new arena has to be spectacular. They're looking to build something with the wow factor to become a California landmark. We'll see if it can happen.
Now Conley. After the missed 3 from Garcia, Conley's shot is off. And Costa Koufos picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Sacramento making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Landry. And it's Napier in for Stauskas. The Grizzlies also making a change. Randolph is checked in.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Outside Conley. Randolph sets a screen for Conley. Out to the wing. Coathis dishes to Allen. And stolen by Garcia. Down low, Napier. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Obvious foul. Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, last game, guys, he shot very well from the stripe. Made a nice contribution there.
Yeah, he sure did. Turned in a really nice performance.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for Memphis. Here's Randolph. And another miss by Memphis. They are enjoying, Steve, a commanding lead.
Well, and it gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest, which is so critical during this grueling NBA season.
Yet another 3 for him, Kevin. He's really been draining them here in the second.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Following the 3 from Garcia. Gay against Carter. Over in the corner, Allen. Back to Carter. Can they get it? There's the bucket. Good. Carter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Here's Napier. 9 points last game. From deep 3-point range, Garcia can't get it to go.
That's a bad shot. You really hurt your team by taking a shot from that range. You put your defense in jeopardy.
And it certainly won't make him any friends with his teammates.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Yeah, again, iffy shot selection there. Defender draped all over him.
Well, you got to understand who's guarding you in that situation. I mean, if he's on you tight, you can't just rise up and try to shoot over the top.
Here's Coathis. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Kicks it to Gay. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about. You got to love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Well, you look at Costa Kufis, drafted 23rd in 2008 by Utah after just 1 year at Ohio State. Kind of drifted around. Started in Denver. Last season, he played valuable minutes in Memphis when Marc Gasol went out, and I think he's maybe found a home there.
Goethis kicks to Allen. They set the screen, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Just giving away possession. Nice shoot. Giving away the game at this point.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. But
all right, listen up. Terrific job so far. The fans are into this game.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Really an incredible game from primetime.
Just a pleasure to watch him play basketball. The way he sets up his teammates, his pass. His decision-making, very impressive.
Yeah, Steve, everything has been running through him, and he's doing a really nice job of racking up those assists.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for Dave Yeager. Conley and Allen are the guard set. Prince is the 3 and Randolph the 4. And it's Kufis in at the center. Here's Kufis. Puts up the baby hook. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. Now here is Garcia. The 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. They get Jason Thompson.
Well, Costa Kufis was a player the Grizzlies had coveted for a couple of seasons. They ended up trading Darrell Arthur for him. And I like what they got. A starting caliber center, a good value on his contract, excellent defender. Really good trade for Memphis.
Second chance shot. That's good. Cousins has got 5 now.
And they made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin and Steve. I mean, everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
Well, it makes it so much tougher to when you have to account for all 5 offensive players and the ball just moves so quickly. Tough to defend that.
And Kufis, a great rebounder, has a nice hook shot to score inside.
Yeah, he's not really a floor spacer. He's not a guy that's going to step out and knock down deep perimeter shots, even though he does have European heritage as a player and a man. But he did have a great field goal percentage in Denver, and we'll see if he can get back to that kind of shooting in Memphis.
And here is Allen after the 3-pointer from Garcia. Here's Prince. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Gay. Stauskas kicks to Garcia. Another 3 for Sacramento.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today, Steve.
I'll say the defense has been ineffective trying to run shooters off that 3-point line.
Now here is Conley. 23 points in the game. Shoots from the line. Here's Kufis. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Outside, Garcia puts up a 3, and the shot is good. Garcia's got 15 points in just the second half.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
Conley into the lane, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Here's Garcia, and another three for Sacramento.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually defense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins signed by the Kings to a max contract extension in 2013. Coach Mike Malone said, quote, "We've made a huge commitment, not only to him as a player, but as a person." He added that Cousins' biggest jump will come from handling adversity and being comfortable when he's uncomfortable. Once he does that, it's scary how good he can be. Kevin?
A fiery disposition. If he can channel it, the sky's the limit. Thank you, Doris. The three. Here's Gay. Lays it up and banks it in. Gay's got 16. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Kings.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shot.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
You might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do.
One of the big stories is second chance point. They've just been terrific here in the second half in that area.
Outside Conley, the dish to Koufos. Knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Every team hopes to have a player on this list. A quick update now on the top field goal percentage shooters in the NBA. Well, you look at Garcia, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
You know, Kevin, a lot of guys think that points per game is all that matters, but a high field goal percentage indicates efficiency, taking advantage of your opportunities at a high rate.
From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some.
Wow. What can you say?
The Grizzlies have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. It's Allen with the drive. Got that bucket in no time at all. Allen's got 10 points.
You know, he's a little bit of an unknown commodity, Kevin. I mean, he may be able to use that to his advantage, sneak up on some folks.
Continue and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Tell you what, does not matter what the score is. He's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
Allen kicks to Koufos. The pass to Randolph. They set the screen. Here's Conley. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Excellent game we've seen from Mike Conley. 25 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
Yeah, to watch him spread the ball around, get everybody involved is a thing of beauty.
Napier, he's checked in for Sacramento. And Memphis also making a switch. Nick Calathis, he's checked in for Costa Koufos. Now, here is Garcia. Non-stop scoring machine here.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
Grizzlies have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Outside Conley. Feeds it to Calathis. Memphis moving it around. Allen's shot is off. The Kings shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Garcia's shot is good.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Now here is Conley. He's got 26, and it's Gay with the rebound.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Here's Garcia. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Prince. The feed now to Allen. Wide open. The shot is off. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
And the early foul trouble they got themselves into the last meeting between these two clubs really kind of threw off their whole game, and they never could recover. That was a bad loss.
Outside Conley. He dishes it to Randolph. Back to Conley. To the left side wing. No good from outside. Here's Napier, averaging 10 points per contest. There's the double team with Randolph. Garcia passes to Cousins. Back to Garcia from deep. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got 4 rebounds in this game. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Randolph can't hit.
He has not been on his game, and you know, their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
The Grizzlies shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Conley dishes to Randolph. Back to Conley. 5 to shoot. Hits from the high post. Conley's got 7 now in this quarter.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Outside, Garcia sinks the triple.
And the threes continue to go down at that end with almost nothing happening from deep at the other.
But the way to turn that around is defensively, by stopping their outside shot, not by getting into a shootout.
And here is Conley following the 3 from Garcia. It's Allen on the wing. 10 points for him. Here's Calathes. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Calathes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. King shooting so well. The offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field.
Nick Calathes, former 2-time Mr. Basketball for the state of Florida. A star at the University of Florida, was drafted back in 2009. He played 3 seasons in Greece, 1 in Russia, before finally making it to the NBA last season.
And here's Randolph after the 3-pointer from Garcia. And it's Conley penetrating, and the shot is good. Conley's got 30 points.
Tell you what, he's had an excellent game, and they're going to have to continue to rely on him if they're going to come back.
And the Grizzlies trading for his rights. They knew what they were getting in Calathes.
Yeah, proven guard in Europe. A young guy, great playmaker, and he can rebound, defend. And I thought he provided Memphis with a really solid option at that backup point guard spot last year.
And here is Conley following the 3 from Garcia. Conley kicks to Randolph. To the middle. Stolen by Gay. Pass to Garcia. From deep 3-point range. Poked away. For the 3. That's good.
Back-to-back threes for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
Outside Conley. From the high post. It's hauled in by Gay.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Memphis has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Baseline Jay on the way. Rebound by Napier. Sacramento with the ball. Here's Garcia. Hands the tough leader from the outside.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just looked at assists as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
Now here is Conley. He has 30. That one's off, still out of sync.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
He kicks it to Randolph. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 10 points for Zach Randolph. Here's Napier. 1 second left, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And as we conclude the so it's the Kings winning this one.
Well, congratulations on the win and for setting your season high in points scored for yourself. Would you say this is the best game you've played this year?
Best game? I mean, Doris, that's kind of hard for me to answer.